Someone should probably tell the Hardy Boys here that you can't skate through life on your looks. No, boys, I'm sorry. It's not good enough to be pretty. You actually have to have something upstairs. And the debacle in El Paso this week shows us that the two of them, on their best day, every bit of brain power combined, still probably couldn't match wits with even one of these guys. Now, in case you're not aware, the Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, has a fancy new defense laser that he wants to test. And they've been testing it in some really remote areas, but the Pentagon's like, let's test it in an area that's far more populated. But they don't know what damage it could cause. And you're talking about a city of El Paso, which has 1 million people in it. It has an airport that flights go in and out of. And there's also Biggs Army Airfield Base, which has about 100 flights a day going in and out, right? Never mind medevacs and other things that need to take to the skies on a regular basis. Sean Duffy, the Secretary of Transportation, is like, oh, I'm sorry, what? You're shooting what in the sky? And it turns out that these lasers are so powerful that it can permanently blind pilots. So Duffy, between the two, Duffy's probably the one that's like, are we sure we should do this? Are we sure? So the FAA decides, let's close the airspace for 10 days. So Petey Boy can play with his lasers and we won't have to worry about hurting anybody. But you can't exactly close the airspace over an American city without people wondering what the fuck is going on. And of course, everyone went into a panic. Are we being attacked? What's going on? What do you know that we don't know? Are we invading Mexico? What are we doing? Full-blown panic. And they don't have an answer. The test wasn't supposed to take place at this time. In fact, these two numbnuts were supposed to get together on February 20th to discuss what could be the places we test, what could be the ramifications, the pros, the cons, blah, 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 like actually thinking through some shit. But then they receive word that there might be something in the airspace. So Petey's like, let me at it. I want to push some buttons and I want to blow up some shit. So Sean Duffy closes the airspace and they start firing their magic laser at things. Well, it turns out it's just remnants from fucking like a 4-year-old's birthday party. But they can't tell the press that story. So Duffy comes out with a story saying there was an incursion of cartel drones. I don't know much about the cartel, but the one thing I have heard is that these are the type of guys that'll walk up and shoot you right in your fucking face. These are not boys who sit in mama's basement playing with computers and flying drones at you. I think at one point the cartel's probably gonna get really tired of pansy-ass little pretty boys like this blaming them for everything. So anyway, there was no threat to the airspace over El Paso this week. It was a couple of Mylar balloons. We used probably what I assume is a multi-billion-dollar laser system to shoot them down.